Hello, that's lesson number 2 about building local stack manager with JavaFX. We have the scene stage and scene. Now we should actually design it a little bit. So we have that main fxml file. There's nothing there. Is anchor pane. So what we can do, we can do the right click and open in scene builder. If you don't have a scene builder, get the scene builder, download it, install it, and when you run it for the first time, when you select that option, open in scene builder, it will ask you to locate scene builder on your machine. So do that, and then you will be able to just use the right click and select open in scene builder, and then you can edit the scene in that scene builder app. But if not, you can always go to scene builder, find it wherever you have on your local machine, and open that file manually as well. No worries. So I will use that. So that's my that's my app. We have an anchor pane, but we're not going to use anchor pane. We have different containers that we can use in JavaFX. Anchor pane is like the basic one. So when we adding elements, something like that is happening. We can move the elements wherever we want. So let's add another button here, and when we save it, Java should get the update. So when we run the app, we should see like our changes are on our scene. But we're not going to use that anchor pane. We're going to use actually border pane. So let me locate border pane somewhere here. Sorry, in containers, border pane. Border pane is more interesting. As you can see, it has like a top like kind of section, left section, center section, right section, and bottom section. So we can add different elements to those sections. And as we see, sorry, I need to save it. Now, if I go to that fxml file, I can see that the changes are applied to my fxml file. It's a border pane, and yeah, we can add the elements manually here, or to start, we can add elements by dragging and dropping some controls and other pieces to that border pane. So what I want, like you saw in my demo, we have like a left kind of section with the logo, and we have a right section with menu and the like a tabs. So let's do that. But first, let's change that size because it's quite small. We can change that to that size, and it will be no changes, because here in that line, when we define the scene, we pass in different sizes. So we should use 1920 by 768, but I'm not gonna fit everything on the screen. So let's stick now with the smaller size. Let's be consistent. Sorry, it's debug. Let's be consistent, and let's stick with the same sizes, because otherwise it'll be confusing. We can make it bigger later on. So yeah, we have the border pane, and let's add now the elements. I want to keep the section like one big rectangle here. So I will use what we should use for the last section. We can use pane. Oh, you can see when I'm trying to drag and drop, I can add that element to the section that I want. I want to add it on the left, So on the left, and let that be of the width 300 pixels, right? 300 pixels. And what else we can do? We can add we can set basically styles. So let's create style sheets. Here I'm going to create new directory. I'm gonna name it CSS. Let's add global CSS, and in that global CSS we're going to add some styles to make that pane white. So let's give biggie background white, and let's add style FX. So basically those styles are the same as a CSS styles, but we have to add that FX part to the style to apply the styles to JavaFX. So let's use background white, and we're gonna add new ID pane left. That's going to be also white. Pane left. Viewport will be also white, and pane left content will be white. We want everything on that left pane to be white. Let's go here now to our scene builder. Let's select that pane, and let's select style sheets. Let's select the file that we just created, and here we can assign BG white. It should be fine. Let's see. Oh, now everything is white. So here we also add the style sheets for the border pane, add global. And now it should be better. Everything is bright on that screen, so I don't know if you can see the difference. But here in the scene builder it looks actually fine. So let's take another element and add it to that part, and that will be the menu bar. And how to do that? Let's add it here, but no, that's not what we want. In that section we have to actually use VBox, because VBox, I'll show you the VBox container. VBox is something like that, so you can add elements in the layers, and we want our menu to be on the top and tab pane, our tabs underneath. So the best container for that will be VBox, because we need to like kind of stack the elements one on the top of another one. So let's add VBox here to the center section, and now we have the VBox, and now in the VBox we can add the controls, so we can find the menu bar and make sure we added that one in the VBox. As you can see, it's on the top now, and underneath that VBox we can add where was it, the top pane, so that should be container. Let's go here to containers and find tab pane. So tab pane should go underneath the VBox, so we can drop it here, and automatically it was added underneath that menu bar. So yeah, we have those. Let's jump now to our main fxml. We see all that 8 items has been added. Let's run the app, and we see we have the menu, we can add something to menu, we have tabs, and that section is white because standard color of the controls is like grayish, and we selected class of white, so that part is white. So yeah. I should get now the menu, sorry, the logo. Let me just download that image. I have it somewhere. Save image as. I'll save the image in the application source main resources. I'll create new directory, images and logo. So we should see the image here. Logo. So now we can add that, we can search for image view, and we can add that image view here at the top, and I will go here and select on the right hand side. I will select the folder images and I will pick the logo. So we have the logo now. Let's jump to our app, let's run it, and we have that beautiful LocalStack logo. So I created that logo myself, and you can get it from the repository, no worries, you can use it, no offense. Yeah, so yeah, we have the logo, we have the tabs, and we should now simplify a little bit that fxml file, because as you can see it's growing and growing, and we don't want the big fxmls like that. So in the next lesson we will trim it a little bit, we will move some content to different fxml, so it will be easier to manage. So I'll catch you in the next lesson. Bye.